You might have just beaten him twice just now. Oh, so they queued into each other in ranked. And Ranny took both games, did he? There's Ranny climbing up to 27th. He's just shy of 1,400 points now. Alright, let's do this. Oh, shit to Europe. Right, it does say USC. So let's do this. Mectos versus Ranny. I'm gonna say that Ranny is my pick to win this one. Just because Mectos struggled against Sharif in his debut recently. And Ranny has been a monster in on-stream show matches. So even though Mectos is significantly higher rated at the moment, I do have Ranny winning this. I'm not sure about you guys. Press 1 if you think Ranny's going to win, 2 if you think Mectos is going to win. And while you guys do that, we'll get into the game. Even before Ranny beat Mectos twice in rank today, I would have had Mectos winning this. Oh yeah, prize pool. Prize pool. I did say there was going to be no prize pool for the tournament, but we do have a prize pool donated by the lovely Vacanis earlier on. And, you know, why not just put it in a prize pool, because it's been a while. I'm going to go do that right now while we start off this game. So, yeah, I'm just going to look at my other monitor for the most part here. Hopefully we don't drop any frames on the game.
I want to know, how big is your nose? Love the streams.
Alright, so the prize is already at 100 thanks to Vacanis. What month is this? June. What day is this? 14th. Alright, we've done it. I think I've done it. I think I've set up the goal. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, let me just enable it now and see if it works. There we are. Alright. Perfect timing, Ranny gets the 1-0 lead. We do have prize pool. I almost forgot. Oh, we didn't. I should probably tell the players, shouldn't I? Oh, by the way, 100 quid on the line. I'll just let them know. Roms, thanks for the 2-month in a row Prime sub. I appreciate that. Ranny and Mectos are aware that they're playing for money. I'm sure they were already trying their hardest. And yeah, most of you guys, it looked like you all agreed with me. Not all, but most of you seemed to agree with me that Ranny is the favorite here. Despite being the lower ranked of the two players. Can Mectos... Can he handle Ranny's awkward playstyle? Ranny loves to turn early. He loves to just refuse to back down and squeeze people until they crumble. Until they can no longer handle the pressure. 2-0. Quick recovery after quick turn after quick turn. Enable Ranny to score yet again. Yeah, Ranny does get very, very good reverse 45-degree flicks. The thing that he does well is he hardly has to be moving in order for his flicks to be threatening. He'll just be creeping up on you, then suddenly the ball gets flicked incredibly fast. Can we handle spectator glitches? Is Ranny actually a king? Yeah, I believe he's king of a state in America. You guys do have kings, don't you? You've got various monarchies. You've got that king, what's it called? The fried chicken king, Kentucky or something like that. How did it feel to sell it on YouTube? Well, it felt pretty good, W Loaf, not gonna lie. I mean, some of the YouTube comments in that first video did point out that I have, made fun of other YouTubers in the past for doing that, just because, just for lols. They could do whatever they want. Don't really mind. But yeah, every man's got his price. That's the TLDR.
Every day at my pool, people are getting sunburnt even though sunscreen is applied and the umbrellas aren't large enough to cover anyone. Then I had an idea. Johnny, can you come over here to cover everyone from the sun with your gargantuan nose?
I don't know how I didn't see this coming. Oh, what save by Ranny. Just dives right on top of it. Not gonna lie, I did not know where that was going until far too late into the joke. I should have seen it coming. Should have seen that one coming. You got me. But no, I certainly won't do it for free. My day rate is quite excessive for nose shade. The Mimicker, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub, buddy. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, man. Who's the one with the Hype Beast car? What is this Hype Beast? I don't know what Hype Beast is. Not gonna lie. Which one of these is Hype Beast? You have to tell me. This is Ranny, the yellow card. This is Mectos, the blue card. That's all I can tell you. Ranny has a lovely little glow there following him around, courtesy of the flamethrower boost. Who is this? I want to know which one of these cars is a Hype Beast car. It's got to be. I don't think this is any kind of description of car. It's got to be Ranny. Is this like a... Is this a Hype Beast decal? I don't know what it's called. Mectos does. This is Hype Beast. How? Don't know what that's it. What that is. Now none of these guys are using the new car. They're both using just the standard octane. It's a nice flick by Ranny. You know, I talked earlier about his power that he can generate from almost no momentum, but this time he just focuses 100% on as much angle change as possible. Look at that right in the top corner. He didn't even need to put that directly into the goal. He would have probably followed up with a shot afterwards. Yeah, I have done a review of the RLCS Grand Final just yesterday. If you're watching this live on Twitch, then it was yesterday that I reviewed the RLCS Grand Final. Very ambitious stuff there by Mectos, hitting the ball straight at Ranny on multiple occasions. He's got to know that Ranny's not going to just let him pass that easily. He's got to start being a little bit more creative, focus on getting the ball past Ranny, and then after it's past Ranny, maybe then you can put it into the net, because when Ranny's in the way, he's going to keep making saves. Now Mectos getting a little bit more creative with it. This is what I want to see. And he almost gets rewarded. Ranny awkwardly saves it. Mectos' shot could have been significantly better. You saw me at RLCS, you thought beard was a little thin on the cheeks. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not as clean as it looks like in pictures and what do you call it? And on stream. I had just shaved though right before going on the Wednesday, so depending when you saw me, that was about as short as my beard ever gets. So there, that's got to be considered. Grand final of RLCS, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was just about as good. The only thing that could have made it better is if the overtime went on longer and we had another fantastic goal to win it all. Instead we had a bit of a misplay, but it was overall one of the best things I've ever seen happen in esports. It was up there with just about anything. Might do other reviews of the RLCS Grand Finals, not sure. I did literally the Grand Final. Are you a wet wipe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, by my understanding, a wet wipe is somebody who's a little bit of a pushover. So if I tell you to do something, you do it. Does that make you a wet wipe, perhaps? I'm not sure. This time, Ranny just opting for the old-fashioned flick. But man, he usually focuses on a reverse 45-degree angle. This time just sticks it in the top left corner. By the way, if anybody's new here, I'm sure that most of you guys have seen show matches before, but if anybody's new and you want to donate to the prize pool, just donate using the button down below. It will be automatically added to that amount up at the top of the screen. And if you want to donate to me, don't donate using the donate button. Just use the cheer feature in Twitch chat. Ooh, I like it from Mectos. Didn't work, but I do respect that decision to go for the bump. The fake by Ranny is going to embarrass Mectos at the other end, though, and surely this is going to be game one. Ranny's looked good enough in kickoffs that I do not see a comeback happening from here. We'll have to wait a little bit longer to be sure, though. Depends every man in his price. What do you mean? I don't understand. I know what you're talking about, but I don't really understand the question. Saw some kid. Buddy, like, he was your best mate. Quickly disappeared. Never seen anything so cringe. Really? Was there something cringe? Yeah, Benny Boy, for real. I've used that so much. It's unreal. It's unbelievably good. Will RL, was it really that bad? Did I really have an interaction with a fan that was that bad? I honestly thought that everybody who came to talk to me was really, really nice at RLCS. It was an honor to meet you all. An honor. You watched an ad for this bit, Book of Chan. That's what I like to see. Hopefully you enjoy your football emotes if you still get them. I think people are still getting football emotes right now in chat. I think so. I don't think I have them. I need to go cheer. I can't cheer my own chat. I not that I would want to, do that, but I just want the football emotes. I have to go cheer to somebody. Ranny 1-0 up. Meanwhile, Mectos still struggling in the live stream show match environment. Can he change his fortunes going into this match? Who did I expect to win this match? Ranny. Grinded 5 versus Champ. Thank you for every 3's cast ever. You're welcome, Betty Boy. You're welcome. Nice save there by Mectos, but Ranny has got the rebound. And it's going to be another of the same story. That wasn't actually a bad attempt by Mectos jumping off the post like he did to go for the block there. Even though it didn't work. I do like the idea. More football emotes being activated this time. Torch93, thanks for the 200 bits. So grab your football emotes. You can cheer one and you get them. It's just relentless pressure though by Ranny. Mectos wasn't even sure if that was in or not. Ranny turned a little bit early, doesn't get the boost steal. That could play a part in the following few seconds. I think Ranny was trying to keep the ball away from that boost, which he accidentally missed, but he forgot the other one is respawning, which didn't really matter if you kept the ball on that side. Mectos was going to get boost either way. Randy's emote's confused. He likes cabbages, I guess. I'm not really sure. No, I'm not really supporting anyone who's in the World Cup. I guess I'm Scottish, so I'm supporting whoever's playing against England, right? Get a beat Scrub in this room anytime soon. I think Scrub does want a rematch against OSM because OSM beat him, and Scrub wants to clap him back. Go pretty good, Wafflan. Thanks for asking. Don't know when that'll happen though. Yeah, I should make a B emote. That's true. And then just play the Scarab and people can spam it. Better start to game 2 for Mectos this time. Can he keep that up though? It's no longer first to 5 like the tournament we just ran. He's got to cross the entire 5 minutes of this match while being ahead, or at least even, and then hold it all together in overtime. That's going to actually stick around in the middle. Mectos could have maybe done something with that. Both players were actually fighting for boosts in the corner at the time. Mectos trying to keep his eye on Ranny. He doesn't want to let Ranny slip out of vision behind the ball. It's a smart pathing, and there is the demo as well. Careless by Ranny not to see that one coming. It was a large straight run up toward the ball, but again Mectos has Ranny in his sights. The flick isn't quite what he needs though. Not enough power, not enough height, not enough accuracy into the corners. These are all straight at Ranny, who's sitting in the middle of the goal. And now's the time that Ranny chooses to step out of that goal line, challenge the ball. Mectos is mixing things up, I have to give him that. He's had a couple of long shots, a couple of dribbles forward. Tell you who was cringe, Scrub at the front row. Bless him, I'll allow it though, seeing as he's 15. You know, contrary to popular opinion, Scrub's really not cringe in real life in the slightest, so I'd have to disagree on that one. You know, especially given his age, his entrance into fame, you could say, in the Rocket League community at age 12. He was way more mature than most people his age. I almost said kids his age, but I don't want to patronize. Most people his age. Reverse shot incoming from Mectos. He's got the crossbar and the half flip to face Ranny. Ranny is straight in the middle of the goal again. He's just sitting in the goal, staring at his opponent. And so far it's working wonders in defense. The first Ranny attack looked way better than all the ones that Mectos has just been doing. These guys are really slugging it out now, going back and forth, piling on the shots. And we got 2 minutes left. It's been a high shots, low goals game, but this is now finally going to be a goal for Mectos. Fans were calling him a retard. Why were the fans doing that? I don't know. I didn't hear that at all. I didn't hear any fans calling anybody mean words at RLCS. I thought they were lovely mostly. All of them. You get a lot of people tweeting at me saying, oh, they're going to show up to events and they're going to start something, and I'm like, no, you won't. And it never happens. Everybody's just really nice, and everybody who's not a fan, they don't come talk to me, so I don't even know they're there. You know, RLCS is just a very nice environment overall. These two play ranked on and off all the time. Yeah, apparently Ranny beat Mectos twice in a row before they came on stream. They were both warming up in ranked, and they ran into each other. I do think if you're trying to warm up for a show match, it's probably best to grab one player and do some private matches. A bit more similar to the show match environment than ranked is. What do I think of the EU roster shuffles? I don't know what shuffles are going to be. You're going to be mean at me in the next RLCS. Bring it on, Hen. Bring it on. Sometimes people just say something that they might think is mean, and I'm just like, haha. You got me. Usually something about my nose. Some people think I'm genuinely, like, what do you call it? Self-conscious about that. Which I don't understand. Yeah, it's pretty good emotes there by Ranny. I do like the cabbage poggers a lot. That's definitely worth it. Ranny, though, looking uncomfortable in offense. Comfortable in defense, uncomfortable in offense. He was making life difficult for Mectos in game 1. But most of game 2 has just been Mectos just peppering the net of Ranny with shots. And Ranny keeping him at bay for the most part. But unless he can put more time into offense, he is going to struggle against Mectos, who's looking a lot more controlled. He's gaining territory. He's getting a lot more of the possession. And maybe starting to learn Ranny's play a little bit more. The thing that's really stood out to me in this game about Mectos is he's had his eye on Ranny the entire game. He is not letting Ranny out of his sights at all. And a little bit of that is due to Ranny's playstyle. He does love to play a bit of a tricky game, throwing in bumps and challenges at awkward times. So it is very important to keep your eye on him, because if you're throwing in an awkwardly timed challenge and you see it coming, you can really punish hard. But this will be game 2 to Mectos, so it's going to be a tie series after this. The clip of you saying Ronicky is good got to Rocket Dailies. Wait, did I say that over the top of a goal or something? I doubt that me saying, me just talking about a player is sufficient to be considered a highlight, you know? I mean, maybe it is for the player I'm complimenting, I'm not sure. So 1-1. We've got a very interesting series now. That was a completely different game to game 1. Randy says keep forgetting to breathe, really intense series. So that's something you should really focus on. I would not recommend forgetting to breathe during the series. You can't even PayPal to buy bits in Norway. It's so stupid. No ads, no nothing. How do you get no ads for bits if you get ad block or something? Want to know how is it landing all 3 days and somehow I never able to get a pick with you? Feels bad, man. Fiery Prophet, I'm so sorry that is the case. My only advice, if you're ever at featured events that I am also attending, is to follow my Twitter and just keep an eye on there, because I try to post fairly regularly about my whereabouts and where I'm going to be. So that's what I would advise you to do for future events. You're not going to miss me if you keep an eye on Twitter. Just make an account and follow all the people you want to meet. Turn on notifications and your phone will just buzz and you can see, oh, Johnny's outside the venue right now. And you go say hi. Oh, you know, whoever else you want to meet. Squishy's in this place. Riz is in this place. Or whatever. You can go find everybody that you want to meet. Though the players who are there, they get scheduled meet and greets, of course. I don't. I kind of just make it up as I go. I just make up a random meet and greet location and time whenever I feel like it. I love this from Randy's crossing over. Now Mectos is in such an awkward position. Take notes. Take notes, folks. If you're up against a strong shadow or crossover in the midfield, now all of a sudden Mectos cannot mirror Randy's movements and he has to pick his timing so awkwardly. Fantastic pathing by Ranny on the approach. How was the Aspers last night at the LAN? That's the casino, right? It was pretty rubbish, to be honest. I was not a fan of that place. Pretty rubbish. Yeah, the venues that we went to in RLCS for nights, like number 90 was trash, Spoons was trash, Asper's Casino was trash. I heard the Sky Bar at the Players Hotel was decent.
Ronicky is happy for your kind words.
Clip is called Ronicky PogChamp. Thanks for the 250 bits, Hoffler. Ronicky was happy for the kind words. Oh, I'm glad that he was happy. What was there a goal that did somebody score a goal during the clip though? That's what I'm confused about. Like, was there a goal happening, or was it literally just like, here's highlights of the day, Johnny being nice to someone? Is it really that crazy? I guess it is. What up, crazy? Yeah, the casino sucked. I heard the Sky Bar was okay, but I know Sky Bars in London are super expensive, so let's just write that one off as suckage as well. The Spoons we went to was rubbish. Number 90 was rubbish. The Secret Weapon, that was the best bar that we went to. That was actually pretty good. I did like that. But then we had to leave because they wouldn't let in Greasy and CJ and a bunch of other people who had come to join us. iIgnite was there, pretty sure. They wouldn't let them in. They were like, oh yeah, sorry, we're too full. We weren't. It wasn't, by the way. It's just bouncers in London have a massive power trip. They just love telling people what to do. They're like, oh yeah, guys, it's it's 11:05. We shut at 3. Probably better start heading towards the door right now. Door's that way, by the way. Honestly, I can't stand London. Place is just so pretentious. Sky Bar was okay, but expensive. Yeah. They didn't let us in. Rude. Yeah, pretty much. Everybody, all staff in London and everywhere I've been to, they're all just rude. I don't like London that much. So yeah, we needed to find much better venues. Really, we were following the wrong people, Greasy. The people who were choosing and suggesting where to go, what venues to go to, had terrible ideas, and if we'd listened to me instead, we would have had a great time. Oh, look at this from Ranny, almost dunking that one in. Bit of a twisting dunk. Worst city in the UK? Yeah, London sucks. I don't know why people like that. It was a fantastic land location, but as like a just, going out and having fun location, I couldn't think of anywhere worse. Actually, I could. There are definitely more boring places. London, you can have fun in London, lots to do, but yeah, I don't like the city. Too big. The people are rude, and everything's too expensive. And also, they have no air conditioning anywhere. Like, I don't know. And the water tastes disgusting. Like in Scotland, where I'm from, you can drink from a tap, no bother. It's delicious. London is, yeah. Although I know that's true about a lot of places in the world, so I'm sure that some of you guys won't really mind that too much. Nice turnaround there by Ranny, off the wall. Hope you guys don't mind a bit more of an interactive chat interaction happening in these recent show matches and everything I'm doing on my stream these days. Pretty much just because I'm still talking about LAN all the time.
It was just a clip of your Q&A saying Ronaki is a good player, and I think we will see more of him.
Really?
And
that made it?
If you didn't know, you have a big nose.
I am aware. Thank you, Hoffler. Is that really? That made it to... Wow, Rocket Daily is just... There must have been no good goals that day. I love that. Oh, no, Ranny. Couldn't quite get around that with the aerial shot. Mectos, be careful. What on earth is this? You better put this one on target. Surely. And he will. Okay. Took a sweet time, but eventually got the job done. We've got a close and a messy game 3 going down right now. Going to Glasgow as an exchange student next spring. Any suggestions? Must do things. Maybe places to eat. The good thing about Glasgow is that all the fun things are very, very close together. So if you don't like the venue you're at, you can just walk to the next one. You don't need to travel very far. Must go to places. Okay, if you like steak, go check out Miller and Carter Steakhouse. If you like Spanish food, go check out Cafe Andalou. That's a chain in the city. The best one's the one near the city centre, though. Chinese food. Opium's a pretty good restaurant. Nice shot there by Ranny. He's constantly looking for the corner of the goal behind Mectos. Wants to wrong foot him again. What kind of food do you want? I mean, you got to tell me what cuisine you want to go to, then I can recommend, because I've been to all of them. Amsterdam. I kind of hope I wouldn't mind another RLCS in Amsterdam, but I want to go someplace else, Zappin, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the stream, buddy. This will be it for the night, Alex. This will be it for the night. This is the series. Look at that kickoff by Mectos. He's delayed his approach. Maybe thinking about faking it. Realized that Ranny spotted his fake and changed it up. Look at that. Ranny was trying to go for a shot down the middle. And Mectos got a perfect block on that. I'm not sure if this was a plan all along. Look at this. He's doing it again. Just a really slow approach. Trying to block Ranny's kickoff. This one didn't work anywhere near as well, though. Ranny's shot equally unsuccessful. What about Paris? I wouldn't mind going to Paris. Mectos looking for the ceiling shot. The ball cam was off, but we know that's just a glitch. Where would the best event be? Honestly, I think if you want to live up to London, Glasgow would be a great location. Manchester would be a good location. Where else could I see being a really crazy location? What do you guys in chat think? What do you think the best locations for LAN would be? Liverpool? Nah, Liverpool would be really hard to get to. Ah, no, it's pretty close to Manchester Airport, I guess. Yeah, Liverpool would be decent. It's close enough to Manchester Airport. DC, Vegas. Vegas could be pretty nice, I guess. He dodged there by Ranny. Mectos still in the area, though. He's used every single ounce of his boost just to stay with the ball. Madagascar, okay. Boston, I don't know about Boston. I've never been though. Been there, though. Japan, yeah, I'm down. Dublin, yes. Greenland, yes. Chicago, no, maybe in the winter. Maybe not. Just let's forget about Chicago, honestly. It's so humid in the summer. San Francisco. Yes, San Francisco would be decent. It would be very expensive, though. I think if we're going to go over there, why not just go to LA? It seems like a more fun place to be. More things to do. Berlin. Yeah, Berlin could be cool. There's a lot of cities in Germany, actually, that would be nice to go to. Yeah, I know there's an airport in Liverpool, but it's really small. It's a really small airport. Jupiter. LA already occurred. Well, LA is just a really cool city. I love LA. LA is like, of all the places I've been in America, it's my favorite city by far. By far. New York, nah, not really a fan of New York. San Francisco, nah, it was okay, but nowhere near as good as LA in my opinion. I had a lot of fun in San Francisco though, because I was there for Gold Rush 2, or Gold Rush 1, not Gold Rush 2, Gold Rush 1. And that was a really cool event. Copenhagen, oh yeah, I really like Copenhagen. I was only there for, I was only in Copenhagen to go to the airport, trained down there from Sweden after a DreamHack summer last year. What I saw, I was in the center of the city for a couple of hours. I really like that. If you're a tier 3, how long would it take to get around to doing the replay? Could probably do it next week, Pepper Nation. Could probably do it next week. Can't do it, this is my last stream this week, so I won't be able to do it today. Toronto, yes, why not? Toronto's a cool, seems like a cool city. I would love to go there. Pentathlon in the future, yeah, probably Simijar. Stadium layout, perfect for RLCS, Will. Perfect. Yeah, let's just take stock here. We have Ranny back in the lead. An extremely awkward game 3. And Mectos is going to come back and win this series. He has to take control like he did in game 2. He looks like the favorite when it is a more controlled back and forth game. Ranny is just thriving in the chaos as usual. I did see a very interesting comment before we get into the latter part of this game here. I saw a very interesting comment in an interview that Red Bull Esports did with Josh, the team lead of Psyonix Esports, which said that they're looking to get more regions involved in RLCS. I imagine that that's Asian. I don't know if it'll just be Asia as a region or as a whole, because obviously Asia is massive, or South America. You say casting is hard. What do you need to do to cast? Well, what I do on my stream is very different to what I do when I'm casting events. When I'm casting on my stream, I'm reading chat, interacting with Brian, my alert reader, trying to pay attention to the game as best I can. And I've also got to do all like the little admin things, like just messaging players, making sure they get into lobbies and stuff. It doesn't seem like much, but it's just, you know, stuff you have to do, changing scores and stuff between games, making sure the lobbies are right. When I'm casting events, I literally just get into my chair, put on my headset. We've got a production guy in our ear who says, okay, game started, pretty much just go. And then I've also got another guy with me, so I can have a conversation with my co-commentator, which is a lot easier than casting by yourself. Solo casting, you got to have a conversation with yourself and go try and do it. See how long you can talk for before you run out of things to say. That's probably the most challenging thing, is just having things to talk about. But the more you do it, the more you've got to talk about. And for me now, I've actually got lots of things in my head I can talk about, and I just pick one. Whereas back at the start, I was like, okay, what do I say? So, and yeah, you get better at just noticing things as they happen. Oh dear, like this potentially open net miss. Mectos has read it though. And the nice shot from Ranny will follow. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, Master Baker. Very much appreciated. Background info on Mectos. He's been grinding ranked 1s recently, and he's been really making a big dent on the North American ladder and the global ladder as a whole. And he also, I think, won a tournament on my stream, a 1s tournament. I can't remember. I think it might have been a sillier tournament that I ran, but he won it nonetheless, so it is worth something. But yeah, whenever a player makes a big impact in the ladder, I do.
Do you know what favorite Bollywood movie is? Bahubali, 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 Bahubali.
I don't know that, Zelotech. Thanks for 500 bits, so thanks for 1500 bits, Pepper Nation. Whoa. I appreciate that, man. Seeing Ranny equalizes in a controlled back and forth.
Watch you on YouTube, but never get around to watching you live. Thanks for
fantastic
putting out
speed
great
on that flick
for us to watch.
How do you think Rocket League will increase their player base? I'm expecting it to go free to play eventually. That would be one way. Not sure, like how to increase your player base. I mean, just look at what other games are doing that are getting more players. Update more frequently. Update in more variety. Give better rewards. Just, you know, the Psyonix are doing a lot of things right, but that doesn't mean that they can't do it better. You know, they just need to do all the things that they're currently doing and better. But I would love to see Rocket League being free to play. That is something, I don't know why they've not done that yet, but obviously they They're the game devs, I'm not, so that's up to them. Bit of an awkward position here for Mectos. You can see again he's completely wrong-footed by Ranny crossing over the halfway line, crossing over that mid-line rather, not the halfway line, the mid-line that runs directly between the center of both goals. Every time he does that, Mectos has to cease shadowing and just hope that Ranny doesn't shoot the ball well. This might have been actually an own goal. What on earth is this? Is Randy looking for a bump maybe? Excuse me. Do you think Middle East players are good enough to be in RLCS? I don't think so, not right now. There's a couple of very good Middle Eastern 1v1 players, but that's very different from RLCS. Ranny dribbling to the right again. He's trying to wrong foot Mectos. Dips it underneath him. Mectos fast on the recovery. He doesn't want to let Ranny fake him out again. Did I see Flump's video about going free? I did not see Flump's video about going free. Did he make a video about Rocket League being free to play? I did not see that. Ranny now starting to struggle in maintaining his boost total. You can see that he's just dwindling. The more time he has to spend sitting in defense, finally gets some respite as Mectos misses it. Look at that save by Ranny. Mectos gives him the nice block. The follow-up by Mectos comes in too soon for Ranny though. And we're getting close to a game 5. That was a fantastic block by Ranny. He was trying to be a little bit cheeky on the turnaround, looking for a shot instead of just trying to play the ball off the sidewall to himself. He might have been able to get a goal actually if he just played that off the sidewall faster, instead of waiting for the ball to overtake him into a strikeable position. But yeah, do you guys still have Ranny winning this? I think I do. I think that Ranny's advantage is even more prevalent in a game 5. If there's ever a place that Mectos is likely to falter and get a little bit inconsistent, it would be a game 5. Ranny looking for the flick yet again. Just leans into it. And Mectos almost puts it in his own top corner. Needs to be careful again though. Ranny not able to get the ball round Mectos. Wow, that was a bit of a fortunate demo. As Ranny had ball cam on, but he's just taken Mectos clean out the play. I wasn't quite sure who got demoed as soon as that happened. Mectos is hanging on. Ranny 11 boost. Grabs 100 on the spawn. Aerial shots low, but not low enough. Would have to go underground to go past Mectos that time. Ranny again trying to save off his crossbar. He will. Clinging on to the hope of a game 4 victory and a series winning victory is Ranny. But Mectos is controlling the play wonderfully in the final seconds. He's still got a chance to defend his net, but he can't defend it successfully. And Ranny is one kickoff goal away from a tie game. Can he do it? Mectos has been playing the block kickoff a few times. What's he going to go for this time? He's played it straight up and he's won it straight up. And now Ranny's in a very awkward spot. Mectos has more boost than him. He can just let this hit the floor. Yes, he does. Smartly. And into game 5 we go. We got another scripted series, boys. All we need now is a 0-second goal equalizer, and we are going to be delighted with what we're seeing. Yeah, all the Ranny fans and emotes in the chat not quite happy about this situation, but I definitely am. We've got game 5 between the player who was rank 1 NA at the start of the day. I think he's currently rank 2 NA. He was rank 1 worldwide at the start of the day, now rank 3 worldwide. That is, of course, Mectos. Ranny managed to take a couple of games off him the ladder before this series even started, knocking him down a couple of spots in the ladder, but more importantly knocking his confidence, no doubt, before the show match even began. 1-0 Ranny. If he could have just done that in overtime or in the final 6 seconds of the last game, we would have had a very interesting end to the match. But either way, we have a very interesting end to the series. Can Ranny use his superior show match experience to his advantage? It's a very good defense by Ranny there. And he's controlled the ball well. Doesn't want to center it a second time. Mectos was lurking, trying to pick up the spoils at the edge of the box. This is awkward stuff. Ranny had to use a lot of boost there just to keep Mectos back. He's used all the boost he had left to close the distance. Mectos starving him yet again. Chooses to turn early. He doesn't want to go all the way back for that corner boost when he could turn and keep Ranny on an even lower total. And Ranny does sneak into that corner and take the boost away. He's got a shot opportunity. He's going to play it on the bounce. Again over the top of Mectos. Ranny on the rebound. On target. Mectos plays it very close to the wall. Something I was criticizing in the NRG versus Dignitas series the grand final just yesterday in the review, was their ability to clear the ball close to the wall. I believe that 1v1 players have that really down a lot more than 3s players do. You look at players like Fairy Peak Cuxer, they're so good at keeping the ball, hugging that back wall whenever they clear it. It's just a ones thing. Just a ones thing that I think playing ones enough is a really good idea. Just playing a good bit of ones, I think, is a smart thing for 3v3 players to do. I know a lot of 3v3 players are going to disagree with me because they just don't like ones and they'd rather not be told that playing them is can be smart, but you get more time on the ball to practice your dribbling 50-50s. You can practice those awkward little saves where you don't want the ball to be in a strikeable position while you try and regain your control of your car and get back into a reasonable boost total. I'm going to go after this tournament, Viper. This is going to be the last match of the day. Well, after this series, I should say, has been a solid series. Big thanks to Vicanis, by the way, for a £100 donation, which I thought would be only right to put into a prize pool for something that we're doing today, given the fact that the message contained 1v1 and tournament poggers. So I was like, yeah, we have to use this money to give back to the community. Just have to. Not always a sellout. Not always. Just a strategical sellout. We sell out at the right time. That's how you do it. A lot of time being wasted now by Ranny. I did say earlier that Mectos has looked at times during the series to be the more comfortable of 2 players in this sort of back and forth where there's lots of boosts on both players, end-to-end gameplay, lots of turnovers of possession. But that doesn't write off Ranny completely. He is perfectly capable of outplaying Mectos from these positions. And this is game 5 where Ranny has shone in the past and he's starting to shine now. A superior recovery here and a far superior approach to the ball puts Ranny 2 goals up, just over half the game gone now. Yeah, Vicanis, it seems right. It seems right, dude. It just seems right. I don't know if you agree. Lost your prime sub and trying to buy bits is so broken. You lost your primes. You lost your Twitch Prime account? You lost your prime? What? Surely that's not possible. Surely not. Good luck getting it back, though. If you can't, then just message Twitch. I'm sure they'll be able to help you. Oh! Ranny, unnecessary risk there. He's given Mectos a free goal. Ranny thought just maybe he could squeeze that tight angle low boost shot into the top corner, but he was not right. It's a great pass to Mectos, who will easily counter. Now we got a 1-goal game. It should have easily been a 2-goal game, and Ranny being in a solid boost position. Mectos looking for his first series win on stream. Sharif, who's been on fire recently, took him down in his debut. Ranny, who started off his show match career also on a hot streak, is looking to take Mectos down another peg. Still a minute 30 though. The final 90 seconds if you want to try and sound smarter like Shogun does. He's like, oh, quick math. The final 81 seconds of the game. Mectos still has ample time and surely will get opportunities. He doesn't need to take any big risks right now. Of course, neither does Ranny, but he did just moments ago. Wow, that was a risky boost grab by Ranny. Mectos does not punish. Ranny's low on boost here. Mectos not dodging into the ball. Instead, wanted to make sure he had enough height with that second jump. He's going to put the next shot in, though, as Ranny turns the wrong way. And we talk about risky boost grabs. Ranny's done the same mistake again, twice in a row. He grabbed that corner. Yeah, he did grab that corner boost. When Mectos is about to pull the trigger, second time, lucky for Mectos as he punishes. And good control by Mectos in the back corner. But he's lost it right after bringing the ball down. This touch was exactly what he needed to grab the boost and the ball. But the second touch just rolled it straight into King Ranny, who was lurking. He needed to be so much more careful with the turnaround control. He played it very, very cheekily. But hey, he's intentionally lost the back, or he's lost the kickoff to the back corner very well. And he will have an opportunity here. He's up with no boost for the aerial. Ranny is going to be there for the save. And Mectos is running out of time. Final 30 seconds. No doubt that is going to be a worrying noise in his ear, and you can start to see the panic taking hold. Mectos has challenged from a smart angle this time. He's predicting Ranny's clear to the right, but time is running out faster than Ranny's boost total is. And that flick from the near post is just not good enough by Mectos. He might get one more chance, but even that at this point seems like an unlikely outcome. Ball does stay up, but the boost is dwindling. A nice flick, but Ranny is easily up to challenge, and he grounds it in the exact spot before the curve. Well played, Ranny. He will take it 3-2. A decent series all around. But it does go, it's good script says right, it does go to the player that we anticipated to win in the end. And £103 as well going to go to Ranny. I'm going to Google that real quick, see what that is in dollars. Let's see. Yeah, it's like 137 roughly. Let me just make a quick note of that so I don't forget. But boys, I'm going to make sure that Ranny gets hold of that money. GG's all around. Fantastic series. It was a good script, like Ranny says. And yeah, pleasure having you on, Ranny and Mectos. Thank you very much.